Now, taking a deeper look at the spate of defiance of court orders in Nigeria in recent times, a legal expert, Wahab Shitu, notes that it is the duty of the Attorney General of the Federation to ensure rule of law is upheld and maintained. Otherwise, he has failed in his responsibility. Commending the eventual release of Sowore and Dasuki, he however condemns the statement of the Attorney General that the two former detainees, Sowore and Dasuki, were released on compassionate grounds. According to him, anyone on the trial for whatever offense must be accorded full rights until convicted. He therefore calls on government to respect the rule of law and obey court orders in order to avoid anarchy.
So the court orders are flouted in a constitutional democracy. It is fundamentally the failure of the Attorney General. Because the Attorney General of the Federation is supposed to advise the government to respect the Constitution, to respect the rule of law, to preserve and guarantee the independence of the judiciary. So he has no excuse if court orders are not obeyed. It doesn't matter whether the person involved is our friend or is our enemy. So, and if court orders are made for the release of any individual, and government subsequently now comply with the court order, government is not doing so out of sympathy. Government is doing so because that's the proper thing to do in a constitutional democracy.
Commenting on the activities of the Department of State Services in the Sowore saga, a security expert, Roy Ohidieva, notes that the DSS is an agency with so much clout and as such should have avoided the brawl instead inside the court by professionally rearresting Sowore if need be, away from the court premises. He stressed the need for the executive and the presidency not to interfere with the duties of the security agencies.
And unfortunately too, there are sound lawyers in the DSS. There are legal persons that have gone through law school that have become majors in legal issues, global legal issues. So I think there was a gap in their communication and operations. So I don't think it was right to have that scuffle at all. The guy would have been picked up very professionally anywhere along the road when he leaves the court and is going. You can pick him up and present the next line of charges accordingly through your legal persons representing you as the prosecutors. You know, it was an international embarrassment. But my advice is every government that is sensitive to the result of their tenure should allow agencies to run. The security agencies and the judiciary are very key to controlling the insecurity status of a country.
Moving on to Ondo State,